Let us solve a question on Cournot Nash equilibrium. The question is, a duopoly faces inverse market demand function, that is P is equal to 120 minus Q, where P is the unit price of good A sold by firm A, and B and total output, which is being denoted by Q, is our total output. Firm A has constant marginal cost of 20, which is exactly half of the firm B's constant marginal cost. There is no fixed cost for both the firms. If there exists Cournot Nash equilibrium, we need to find out the value of Q, that is the total output for this duopoly market. Okay, so what we are being given, inverse demand function, that is P is equal to 120 minus Q. What is Q? Q is the total output of both the firms. Can we write Q is equal to, let us say Q is equal to Q1, that is output of firm A, we denoted by 1, okay, plus Q2. Okay, I could have written here QA and QB. For the sake of simplicity, let us say we have firm A is 1 and firm 2 is, firm B is 2, okay, for the sake of simplicity. So we have the inverse demand function, that is price is equal to 120 minus the total output of this duopoly. Since there are two firms in this duopoly, so Q total output will be equal to the output of firm 1 plus output of firm 2. Okay, we are also being told firm A, let us say it is 1, firm 1. Okay, I am just simplifying it here. So firm 1 has a constant marginal cost of $20. Let's write it like this. Marginal cost of firm 1 is $20, which is exactly half of firm B's marginal cost. Let us denote it by MC2, that is the marginal cost of firm 2. So firm 1's cost, marginal cost is $20, which is exactly half of the firm 2's marginal cost. That means the marginal cost of firm 2 will be equal to 40, that is half of 40 is 20. Okay, there is no fixed cost for both the firms, we know that. If there exists Cournot Nash equilibrium, we need to find out the total output. What will be the total output for this industry, which is a duopoly here? Since we are dealing with the duopoly, in the duopoly we know that the firms compete in terms of the quantity to be supplied in the market. Okay, so to solve the Cournot duopoly, what we need to find out? We need to find out the best reaction function of firm 1. Then we need to find out the best reaction function of firm 2. Okay, so let us first find out the best reaction function of firm 1. That means we need to solve for the profit maximization condition for firm 1, given its marginal cost and it is marginal revenue. Okay, so we know that at equilibrium what will happen, marginal cost of firm 1 should be equal to the marginal revenue of firm 1. This is the condition for profit maximization in case of duopoly or any monopolistic thing. Since we are dealing with the duopoly here, so this is MC1 should be equal to, that is marginal cost should be equal to marginal revenue for profit maximization. That means we need to find out the total revenue first to get the marginal revenue. What is the total revenue of firm 1? It is simply equal to P into output of firm 1. Can we rewrite it like this? We have 120 minus, in place of Q, can I write Q1 and Q2? To this we multiply by Q1. First we need to find out the total revenue of firm 1. So total revenue of firm 1 will be equal to 120 Q1 minus Q1 square minus Q1 Q2. Okay, this is the total revenue of firm 1. Let us first find out the marginal revenue of firm 1. That will be the partial derivative of total revenue function of firm 1 with respect to output of firm 1. So partially differentiating this function with respect to Q1, derivative of Q1 in the first term is 1, we are left with 120, derivative of Q1 square is 2Q1, 2Q1, and derivative of Q1 in the third term is 1, we are left with Q2. This is the marginal revenue function of firm 1. Marginal cost, it is being given us as 20. So profit maximization requires we equate marginal revenue with marginal cost. Okay, so marginal revenue is 120 minus 2Q1 minus Q2, and we equate it with the marginal cost, which comes out to be 20. Let us solve it for Q1. So can we write it in this fashion? We have 120 minus 20 minus Q2 is equal to twice Q1. So this gives us 100 minus Q2 is equal to 2 Q1. Okay, dividing both sides by 2, we get Q1 will be equal to 50 minus 1 upon 2 Q1. Okay, so this is the best reaction function of firm 1. It simply shows what is best reaction function. It simply tells us, okay, let me see if I have done it correctly or not. So Q1, so it should be Q2. So best reaction function of firm 1 shows how does the firm 1 react when in terms of output when firm 2 chooses Q2 units of output. Okay, since firms compete in terms of quantity, so best reaction function simply tells us the optimal quantity chosen by firm 1 given firm 2 has chosen its optimal quantity. Let us say this is equation 1. Similarly, we need to find out the best reaction function for firm 2. Same logic, we equate the marginal cost of firm 2 with its marginal revenue. So let us first find out the total revenue of firm 2, that is P into Q2 this time. Okay, so inverse demand function is 120 minus Q1 minus Q2. To this we multiply this time by Q2. Okay, so total revenue of firm 2 will be equal to 120 Q2 minus Q1 Q2 minus Q2. So here let's find out the marginal revenue of firm 2, which is the partial derivative of the total revenue function of firm 2 with respect to output of firm 2. So derivative of Q2 is 1, we are left with 120 minus derivative of Q2 is here 1, we are left with Q1, derivative of Q2 square is 2 Q2. Okay, so marginal cost of firm 2 is being given us as half of, which is here 14. So equating marginal revenue with marginal cost, so we will get, and let us see it here, we have to equate 120 minus Q1 minus 2 Q2 with marginal cost of firm 2. So solving again, so 2 Q2 or 120 minus 40 minus Q1 will be equal to 2 Q2. So here it is 80 minus Q1 is equal to 2 Q2. Divide both sides by 2, we get 40 minus 1 upon 2 Q1 comes out to be Q2. Okay, or Q2 is equal to 40 minus 1 upon 2 Q1. Now let us say this is equation second. Let us plug the value of equation second in equation 1. That gives us Q2 will be equal to 40 minus 1 upon 2. The value of Q1 is here, which is 50 minus 1 upon 2 Q2. Okay, so simply I am plugging the value of Q1 in the equation 1 into Q2. Okay, so solving again, so Q2 will be equal to 40 minus 1 upon 2 of 50 is 25. Minus into minus is plus, we get 1 upon 4 Q2. Okay, we need to solve for Q2. Let us see if we can do this very stuff here, solving. So we get Q2 minus 1 upon 2 Q2. I am just transposing this term here. So 40 minus 25 is, I guess it is 15. So 2 Q2 minus Q2, it comes out to be Q2 upon 2 is equal to 15, or Q2 will be equal to 15 into 2, which is equal to 30. That is output of firm 2 will be equal to 30. To find out the output of firm 1, so simply plug Q2 in this equation. So Q1 will be, to find out the value of Q1, we plug the value of Q2 which we got here in this equation. So we get 50 minus 1 upon 2 of 30. So we get Q1 will be equal to 50 minus 15, which comes out to be Q1 will be equal to 35. That means Q will be equal to Q1 plus Q2. Q total output of the duopoly market will be equal to Q1, which we got somewhere at the time, which is equal to 35. So what is Q2, which I calculated somewhere, which is 30. Okay, I have, did I solve it correctly or not? I am really okay, so Q2 comes out to be, so what I have done it here, so it is in fact incorrect here, which I have done it. Nah, look, dear, yours na election really. I'm just more good kharab. So let me solve it again. So we have Q2 minus 1 upon 4 Q2 is equal to 40 minus 25, which is 15. So this becomes 4q2 minus, this is 3q2 upon 4 comes out to be 15, or q2 will be equal to 4 15s are 15 through share divided by 3, which comes out to be 20. So q2 will be equal to 20. To find out the value of q1, so q1 will be equal to, plug the value of q2 in this equation, we get the value of q1. We have 50 minus 1 upon 2 of 20. So q1 will be equal to pansa minus the, so which comes out to be 40. So total output will be equal to q1, which comes out to be 40, q2 is 20, so it comes out to be 60. That means total output in this duopoly market will be equal to 60. This option must be correct. I hope I make myself clear in this video and you find out this video helpful. Thank you.